So this is all about how you can leverage intelligent applications to save you time and increase productivity. So we're talking about artificial intelligence, and this is kind of a loaded term, but artificial intelligence is the power behind things like Waze, the navigation app that you might use in your car, or the smart speaker in your kitchen, or Siri on your iPhone. Anytime you Google something, you're actually interacting with artificial intelligence. It's a pretty broad family of technologies. It's a branch of computer science that includes things like natural language processing, neural networks, machine learning, machine vision, and more. It's all about machines performing cognitive functions that are more typically associated with humans. But the thing that's great about artificial intelligence is that it's able to do these functions on very large data sets at very high speeds. And that makes it very attractive for business and for productivity applications. And so let's dive in. So these are just some of the capabilities that we find in this family of technologies. So you'll hear about machine vision, voice recognition, natural language processing, the ability to categorize data at very high speeds, machine learning, where the machine is actually beginning to program itself, and pattern recognition. These are all things that that we can do when we take advantage of artificial intelligence. And this technology is accelerating innovation in every other technology category. So when we hear about advances with self-driving cars, for example, AI is one of the technologies that's behind that. It's being used in business, a lot of different applications. This is one of the stories that I just love. So JP Morgan Chase a couple of years ago built their own AI to review commercial finance contracts. And so they created this AI in-house. Its name is Coin, which is short for contract intelligence, kind of cute. And they built this thing to review and interpret commercial finance contract documents. And it was able to complete the work of a team of legal staff that used to take 360,000 hours over the course of a year. And it was able to do that work in seconds. Not only has it saved them significant amounts of time, I mean, it's freed up their legal staff to focus on more important work by taking care of some of the more mundane tasks, but the machine ability to interpret wholesale contract language has also not only saved them time, but it has decreased the number of errors stemming from human interpretation because it is interpreting these contracts very consistently at very high speed. So that's just one example. But you look at examples like that and you might think, you know, oh my gosh, is AI going to replace our jobs? Well, we're not talking about, you know, things like you might hear about in sci-fi movies. We're not talking about general artificial intelligence. We're not talking about sentient machines or Skynet. What we're talking about is narrow artificial intelligence, where we're applying this machine level capability to handle a particular task in a manner that replicates or even surpasses human intelligence. So the ability to do these cognitive tasks at very high speeds. So when I started out on my journey to see, well, how could I apply AI in my own business life? Well, I found out that we can all take advantage of AI applications. So I started asking, how might I apply AI to increase professional productivity and save time in the type of work that I do? A lot of people are worried about this question: could AIs take my job? And I thought about that myself because I look at how AI is advancing. It is advancing at an exponential pace. So when you project out many years, and when you watch what's happening with the trends and the recent developments, it might seem like eventually an AI could do many of the things that I do, but I don't think that's going to happen quickly. And so I reframed this. Instead of thinking, can an AI take my job? I asked a new question. Can an AI take the parts of my job that I would rather not do? By reframing that question, I started to find some interesting answers. In the next videos, I'll share with you what I learned.